Okay. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I'm late. And I feel bad. But it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Vanderez, for the £2 super chat before we'd even started. Hello. I made it. Sorry I'm late. I've been setting things up because we've got some new additions to the stream. You know the stream is better than Morbius. I don't know what you mean. Yes. Oh, we'll get into that laptop screen in just a second. But yes, I don't know what you mean. Morbius was a masterpiece. I think you'll find. New mic? No. Okay, so this is actually the same mic, but I basically put it on an angle because I kept getting complaints that the mic was too far away from my face and that therefore there was echo on the mic. So hopefully this sounds better. Is it too loud or is it just right? If it's too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down. Just testing it out. It's new, but that's not even the coolest feature of this new setup. Okay, so I've been fiddling about, which is why it took me a bit of a while. Late Thari stream, I know. It's basically because it took me a while to have a shower, but it's okay. We are having a pre-stream party. I feel like I should close my door, actually, but oh well. But yeah, you might notice there's a laptop screen in the back, and that's for one very special reason. So we normally have, we have this screen for when we're looking at, our news articles, which we'll get into, don't you worry. We have this one, which is our normal one, which is just, my camera and the microphone. And then we have my new feature, the side camera. Hello, chat. Bet you don't see that on Mr. TARDIS. Yeah, this is where I'm going to be talking to you guys directly, and I have the stream up on my laptop. Professional streamer. I know. Do you like the Tharis mural in the back? This has always been there, and you never saw it. This is a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. I'm like Aladdin. Feet cam next. You gotta pay for that. That's not free. The future is here. Behold. Yes, so that's what I've been spending my time figuring out how to do. And so that's why the stream took a while for me to set up. But yes, Mr. Professional here. We still can't really see it, TBH. Yeah, I know, yeah, it's still sort of, my chair sort of obscures it, but We've got two things. Is there filming tonight? There's not, I'm afraid, as far as I'm aware. Do you order those light ones? I might. I might well do that. Dennis has upgraded your setup. Yeah, there he is. Look at him. We need a POV cam also. You just need one up my nose. Anyway, that's what I've been spending my time figuring out. It's like a new dimension. Yeah, like in Super Mario 3D World, when you'd be able to flip the level and it would be different. That's what it's like. How is Dennis? He's doing pretty good. But should we get into some news items? Because I want to get into some news items. I just thought I'd show off the setup because it took me a while to set that up and I'm quite proud of it. Put a camera in the Cyberman eye. I feel like that's just, at that point, it just becomes Big Brother. And I don't know whether I'm ready for that. I know it's coming back, but that doesn't mean I want my life to turn into it, But yeah, let's read some of the articles. So this is the first thing I want to talk about. There's a new book coming out called Doctor Who Origin Stories. I haven't spoken about this yet, but it's basically a collection of, well, what it says on the tin really, Doctor Who character origin stories. Coming soon in a collection of origin stories, 11 tales from the early lives, friends and foes of the Doctor. Apparently, this is written by some of the companions and characters who are in the book. Obviously not all of them, I take it. But I must say, the character placement here is odd. Davros is at the top, which kind of makes sense because he's the only villain, so it makes sense to make him the big, imposing one. That's fine. And then we got Joe Grant and Ace on the sort of farthest tier, which again, I guess kind of makes sense because they're the classic companions. And then on the second layer, we have Jenny and Missy on the outskirts, which, okay, fine, and then we've got Vastra and Sarah Jane and Martha in the middle of the second layer. But then the weirdest one is on the final layer. We've got Ryan and Yaz on the one side, Rory and Amy on the other, and then Clara in the middle. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but that almost makes it look like Clara's the current companion. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me that thinks that. I don't know. I find the organizing of these guys a little bit weird. Does anyone else agree? Chat? His book does look fun, though. I do agree, and I am nitpicking completely. It's not something that really means much of anything. But yeah, for me personally, I'm a bit like, what do you guys think, chat? Clara's based. Your mic is being bad. Is it too loud? Hold on a minute. I feel like it was fine, but then maybe my tests needed further testing. That's annoying that it was bad the whole time. Hold on. What about now? Any better? Worse? Chat? How are we thinking? Mic is fine to me. Is it too quiet now? The annoying thing is, I can't really test it because your breath gets picked up loudly. Our overlord there is looking down upon us. Yes, I am. I actually think I'm better than you. No, I'm joking. I don't. It's been fine the whole time for me. Now is it? Maybe you're the problem. What she sees, God's sake. The website says $12.99. That's not too bad. Maybe it's your fault, Atomize, because everyone else seems to think it's fine. My internet is terrible. It's all good. Okay. Right. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah. So the book looks cool. Apparently, it's $12.99. I might pick it up. It looks pretty fun. Yeah, I like it. Next up, I wanted to talk about basically this. So obviously, last stream I mentioned some filming at Belton House, which I assumed was for Doctor Who, that's what the article assumes it's for. But apparently, according to Doctor Who production news, this was for Bridgeton, not Doctor Who. So that was my mistake. Just thought I'd clarify that because I hate having mistakes in videos. So I felt it would be good to clarify that for you guys. Yeah, it's not Doctor Who. I paid £2 worth the feet cam. That's not enough money. And I don't know how I would set that up now, to be honest. It took me half an hour to set up this. Do you really think, I'm going to be able to set up the other thing? But yeah, so it was for Bridgeton, not for Doctor Who. So apologies for that. That was my mistake. Okay, so this next thing was pretty cool. Chris Chapman is currently doing some photography work for... I'm leaving everything else about the doc for the DM tweets to introduce. So I assume this is something for Doctor Who magazine, which is cool. Big up Chris Chapman, a legend. They're taking some pictures for Doctor Who magazine. That's pretty cool. But I want to talk about the main thing that we're going to talk about, chat. Now, chat, I want to get personal with you for a second. I love doing that. How much money for the feet cam? £500, and I'll do it next stream. That's not a good idea, is it? Someone's going to donate that, and I'm going to have to... Okay, anyway, I'm going to get real with you for a second, chat. You're like actual people now. No, you've always been my favourite people. You'll all know Matt Smith is my favourite Doctor Who, as you may or may not all know. And there's been some articles written recently talking about him returning to Doctor Who, and stuff like that. Oh, it's the Abominable Snowman documentary, is it? Oh, that makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. So anyway, yeah, you might all know that my favourite Doctor is Matt Smith, and there's been some articles being written about him returning to Doctor Who, and, they've all sort of... The interesting thing about them is that he's given different answers on pretty much every account, so we're going to be getting into one of them, specifically this one. The recent Rolling Stones interview of Matt Smith saying, Matt Smith from Time Lord to I can't say that word. Targaryen Prince. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but there you go. Matt Smith with a career that's taken him from Doctor Who to the new Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, Matt Smith is one of Britain's most in-demand actors. But has anyone told him that? Oh, bless him. Can we get some love in chat for Matt Smith, please? I feel like he deserves it. Matt Smith doesn't use Google Maps. He likes the adventure, he says, of finding his own way around. Hence our current quest. On a muggy summer's afternoon, in London to find the nearest pub, a journey he appears to be undertaking as much in hope as expectation. But then, travelling hopefully is very much the Matt Smith way. By any metric, the 39-year-old is 39? Damn. He's one of the Britain's most successful actors. No other former Doctor Who, for example, has made a bigger splash in Hollywood, to say nothing of his Emmy-nominated turn as the young Duke of Edinburgh in Netflix's Crown. But not only does Matt Smith act like a movie star, there's no PR minder tagging along for the interview, and when his inbuilt radar does bring us to the pub, his hands straight in his pocket, he genuinely doesn't seem to think he is one. It's strange, as an actor, he says, reflecting on over a decade since he handed over the TARDIS key, you're sort of rolling the dice with every job, and it could go either way. So it's felt challenging. Has it been as good as some people's trajectories and careers? Probably not. Is it as bad as some others? Probably not. Am I somewhere in the middle? Probably, yeah. He's so humble. Humble king. We appreciate a humble king. The modesty, which is slightly at odds with the rock star poses, he's just spent the few hours striking for the Rolling Stones UK shoot, a task completed with lightning fast efficiency and zero fuss, is a recurring feature during our conversation. At one point, he pushes back on the suggestion that Doctor Who made him an overnight superstar. I'm not sure that's quite correct. I think you become an overnight, he searches for the right word, before settling on something. Even the shows he's here to talk up, HBO's 200 million Game of Thrones prequel House of the Dragon, is discussed with a certain caution. I haven't seen it yet, and often your experience of making it is different from the experience of watching it, he observes, but I hope it's good. Obviously, you're standing on the legacy of a show that had a big impact on people, and you're never going to be able to recreate that. It's a bit like being in a band. You've got to play the hits, but you've also got to hope the second album delivers something that moves the narrative forward. I don't really care about the character he's playing in House of the Dragon, so I might skip that. I just kind of want to get to the bit where he talks about Doctor Who, to be honest. So yeah, he talks about Doctor Who. So when Game of Thrones launched in 2011, Smith was often having adventures in space and time. But even with Doctor Who's publishing schedule, he watched every episode. Okay, so that's cool. I know this is mostly about Game of Thrones. So yeah, so this is an interesting quote. I was turning up to work on Doctor Who going, fuck, I can't do this. I used to phone my dad going, I can't do this. And he'd be like, come on, get your head down, yes you can. What a wholesome man. Legend. Tennant's return raises the obvious question, would Smith ever go back? And he says, quote, maybe if the script was right. He muses, I mean, I don't know if I'm too old now. It would really have to be right. So there's a few things to this. Main thing is, chat, audience, friendos, this is the exact same thing, pretty much word for word, that Andrew Garfield said about returning to Spider-Man in No Way Home. That's almost exactly the same thing as what he said then, and Matt Smith is currently saying it about Doctor Who. Does that mean that he's definitely coming back? Probably not, but I will show you now for a fact if I can get hold on. I've just noticed my internet's cutting out. Hopefully it doesn't die. That would be really annoying. Because I'm just about managing right now. Please don't die. That's really not what I need right now. He's frozen! No! Stay with me, chat. Matt Smith, sexy AF. Oh, we just had a donation. Okay, the internet's sort of surviving, but sort of not. It's very slow. Hopefully my internet will come back up. Just bear with me, chat, please. Stay with me. Don't leave. I'm so close. That's so annoying. You know what? Barely any issues with this blooming internet, right? And then the one day I decide, you know what? I'm going to stream late. It just starts to go away. Okay, I think it's better now. I think it might be getting better. Alright. Oh no, maybe not. Some people are saying it's fixed, and then some people are saying it's not. So I'm getting confused. For me, it's saying it's gone currently. That's annoying. Alright, now it's back. Okay. Hopefully it stays. Just hopefully it stays. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, chat. But yeah, let me get up what I was going to say. So, hopefully it's going to be back now. Hold on. Thing is, I want to sort of reset my internet, but I don't know whether if I do that, it's just going to die. I also saw we got a super chat, so let me read that real quick. Thank you to Music Hands Abrupt for the $19.99 super chat. That's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. It's a bit slow, but better than it was. Hold on. If I disconnect and reconnect really quickly. Oh. Come on. Shit. Shit. Hello? Am I back? Okay. No. Did it end immediately? Okay, I'm back. Okay, we're good. Okay. But thank you to, I'm sorry if you dipped out. Thank you to Music Hands Up for the $19.99 super chat. Matt Smith is sexy AF. Agreed. This is a very chaotic stream, and I apologize for that. Okay, there we are. I fixed it. I'm a genius. But, right, so what I wanted to show was that this is pretty much exactly what Andrew Garfield said when referring to returning to playing Spider-Man. And obviously we know he did return to playing Spider-Man in No Way Home. Andrew Garfield said he's far too old to be playing Spider-Man. And that was in February of 2022. And like, yeah, he came back. Actually, that's weird that maybe it was like a sort of retrospective thing. But yeah, he literally said that, and now Matt Smith is saying the same thing. And him sort of saying, you know, ooh, I'll have to see if the script's right. Hang on, wrong thing. I'll have to see if the script's right. It's kind of very different to what he says before with the previous thingy. What you call it? With the previous interviews where he said, yeah, I'd love to come back. But now he's saying, oh, I don't know, the script would have to be right. So to me, at least, that kind of like feels like someone playing coy. I could be wrong, but that's how that sounds to me. I don't know whether anyone else agrees or disagrees, but that's kind of my running theory at the moment. What, told him to say that he has no ambition? Maybe. I'm noticing a few people dropping. Are we still... is the stream still dying, or are we okay? I have not picked my note. That's a lie. He's playing with us Series 5 children's hearts. I know, and it's not fair. Series 4 gets everything. They get Donna. They get Tennant. No, I'm very happy with Tennant and Donna. But it feels like someone playing coy to me. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe it's giving me. Like, I can't help it. We get I Am the Doctor. Oh, if that started playing and he popped up, I would lose my crap. There's no such thing as too old when Peter Davison returned and Tom Baker returned. Well, this is it. You got to think as well. As people have pointed out, you know, there's literally a way that Smith can come back and it not be weird, because Translaw literally is a thing. So all you have to do is say that he's on Translaw, and the issue is fixed. There's no need to explain why he's older, because just say, oh, this is set in the period where 11 was on Translaw, and you're fine. You know? Like, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. I've not seen the Max Fox treasure hunt. Max Fox, sorry, I don't know why I said it like Fox. I want to see Tennant and Smith snog. That feels real. I'm just listening back to the stream. The audio sounds fine, so I'm just hoping that it is fine, and otherwise was just wrong. Hey man, what's Neil Patrick Harris said about Ncuti being the first gay Doctor? I saw it a few days ago, wondering. I think he was more referring to Ncuti's sexuality rather than the character. Even if it was the character, I wouldn't mind too much. I'd hope he hasn't, like, outed him without his knowledge, but yeah. Yeah, he does fit in thematically to that story of 10's body being brought back, because 11's whole thing was actually being like, you know what, change was good actually. We all grow from change, we all develop from change. I actually really like 11's speech, as I said in the previous stream. What did I miss? You missed the stream lagging out for most of it. But you missed, basically, we spoke a bit about a new BBC Doctor Who book, chronicling the lives of the companions. We spoke about the filming at Belton House, which I thought was for Doctor Who, actually being for, what did they say it was for now? Was it for Bridgerton, I think? Oh my god, we got onto the super chat. We spoke a bit about Matt Smith returning and how I think he's playing Coy. Oh, it's audible, don't worry, it's just a very slightly me thing. Thing is, I thought it sounded better, but I could just be wrong. But, oh, I just did thank Cameron. I think you guys are a little bit behind. I think just, thank you very much, Cameron, as always. Thank you to JP Haggerty for the £5 super chat. My theory is that the 60th is set in the land of fiction. Yes, I think that's a very strong theory. Ncuti's Doctor is stuck there in the form of 10, and Neil Patrick Harris is the master of the land. I think that's a very solid theory. I like that a lot. I've seen some speculation that, like, because the main thing that's making me think that it's not just Earth is the dating thing of, like, all the different billboards having the different dates on them. That's what's making me go, But yeah, what was I talking about? Matt Smith, I think, is playing coy. I think either he's trying to justify why he hasn't been asked back, or he's in it. Because, as well, as some people have pointed out on Twitter, I'll see if I can get the tweet up that I was referring to. Where is it? There's a specific tweet that refers to Matt Smith's age, which I found funny. I feel like I'd missed it now. Unless I didn't retweet it and I just imagined that, but I feel like I did. If I didn't, then I'll just sort of explain it. But basically what it was oh, here it is. This tweet. So it was basically, I don't know if I've got too old now, and it's two pictures. One of him in Time of the Doctor, and one of him now, and he virtually looks the same. Like, I feel like it'd be less jarring for Matt Smith to just walk onto set than it would be for David Tennant. David Tennant still looks phenomenal. He still looks fantastic. But, like, Matt Smith doesn't look like he barely, like, even aged. So I feel like he could definitely come back. Could someone catch up? Oh wait, could someone catch me up? Yeah, basically, Productions, a new book's been released. The Belton House filming isn't actually for Doctor Who, it's for something else, Bridgerton, I think. Chris Chapman's been filming something for DWM, I believe it's for The Abominable Snowmen, as in Doctor Who magazine. Matt Smith's been talking a bit about coming back to Doctor Who, and how I think he's pulling a bit of an Andrew Garfield. To be fair, there's a 3-year difference. Wait, what do you mean 3-year difference? 3-year difference between what? But anyway, what was the other thing? And now, what I want to talk about next, if I may, is Ncuti Gatwa, along with the rest of the cast of Sex Education, have begun filming series 4. Issa Fisher, who's his co-star, posted this, saying, guess who's back? So that means that filming for Sex Ed Season 4 is underway. Now, there was an article for Variety that speculated that filming for Sex Ed wouldn't take place until later this fall, and that Doctor Who would be first, but it appears that they got them the wrong way round, and that basically Sex Ed will be filming first, with Doctor Who to presumably follow in the fall. Specifically, I think October was their second filming slot. So that's when I'm going to assume Ncuti starts. But yeah, it's very exciting to see him filming again. And hopefully, I think everyone's going to be watching the latest edition of Sex Ed just to get the latest glimpse of the new Doctor. But yeah, it's cool to see that they're filming that. Did I say Asa Fisher? Oh, Asa Butterfield, sorry. Asa Fisher's a friend of mine. I am very dumb. Oh wow, we've had a bunch of super chats. I don't know what it is today about super chats. Are there more super chatters later at night? Is that what we're discovering through this? That just people are more generous in the evenings? But thank you to Cameron Jefferson for the £2 super chat saying still missing Bernard Cribbins. Yeah, man, I'm not quite over it. It's just devastating. But what a life, though. You got to think of that. 93 is a hell of a good innings, and he touched so many people's lives. A living legend, while he was around. Absolutely phenomenal talent. And then someone else with a $13.99 Canadian super chat saying, Tharies, do you think one of the Tennant Donna episodes will be an Xmas special this year? Do you know what? I'm going to say it. I've got a funny feeling there will be one. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I think there will be. I think there will be. I definitely think there will be. I just got a funny feeling. Maybe I'm just being dumb, but I think, obviously, a friend of mine who went to the set had literally said that one of the staff told them they were filming a Christmas special. We know for a fact that Donna and Yasmin Finney's character, Rose, were carrying boxes around. There was, lights that kind of looked like Christmas lights on set, which I know people are going to say, well, they're there all the time. And they are. But the thing about that is, if they really wanted to, they could turn them off. But they deliberately decided to keep them on, which is making me think, it's Christmas, baby. Man, I love doing that. That was cool. Oh no, the internet's going again. Right, before it does, I'm going to read the super chat. Thank you to Music Hands Abrupt again for the $4.99 super chat. You guys are really nice, man. The Doctor has always been famously non-sexual. I hope it stays that way. Yeah, I feel like it probably will. I think he's more so just talking about the actor. Although, to be fair, I mean, Davies was one of the more Davies was one of the more prominent figures in exploring the Doctor's sexuality, so I wouldn't mind a little bit, but I don't really mind either way. It's filming in October. We will get, if it's filming in October, we will be getting served content, scenery, and leaked filming pics. You might be able to see the whole. You might be able to go the whole month without a Reddit video. To be fair, right? I know I made that clip out of the live stream last time. I didn't voice crack. That wasn't canon. To be fair, right? Outside of that one clip I made, I don't think I've done that many. To be fair to me, I don't think I have. I think I've been pretty good. The Doctor is asexual, but definitely isn't aromantic. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. I think that's definitely a good way of putting it. TV movie has Christmas lights because it's set at New Year's. Yeah, okay, but why would you be carrying packages around at New Year's? No one buys themselves New Year's gifts. Unless you're in a household that does that. In which case, feel free to tell me, but I don't know anyone who does. I still think there's a possibility of Christmas. Even New Year's would be nice, though. I'd prefer Christmas, but even then, it wouldn't be that long a wait. Okay, yeah, I get it, the TV movie had lights as well, but yeah, you know what I mean, Christmas lights are associated predominantly with Christmas. Why did you do this before I had my sleep schedule is now broken, thank you. To be fair, it's only 10? I mean, I don't know what time everyone goes to bed, but I thought this was not too bad. And to be fair, all the Americans are giving me, all their money, so I feel like maybe it was a better time to stream, I don't know. Matt Smith is the vampire, not a werewolf. Haven't you seen Morbius? Yeah, you know what? I'm the fake fan. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, no worries. I wasn't getting mad at you, Gallifrey Photographer, don't worry. I wasn't getting mad at anyone, I just thought it was funny. BXR, yeah, probably you're right, I can hope. Only New Year's gifts people want are trips to the pub. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I've never heard of giving people gifts for New Year's. That's not something I've ever heard of. If it's something you specifically do, let me know in the comments below. Sorry, I just love doing that. It's a fun gimmick at the moment, and I kind of like it. I feel a bit like sort of, you know, like a bit of Starship Enterprise going on. I've got like all these different cameras and like screens. It's very cool. By screens, I mean 2, but for me, that's a big upgrade, you know? I'm American by birth, but my heart is British. That's fair enough. Also, you may be happy to know that I actually did update the calendar to Eccleston, because people always say, why doesn't he update his calendar when the dates get changed? Also, some people think that like I'm ahead when I do these calendars, because obviously the 9th Doctor would technically be September, but you see 13 and Fugitive get wrapped onto December, and Paul McGann and John Hurt are on the last month, which was July. So yeah, it's all a bit ahead, but basically that's why it looks like that. But it is, I assure you, on the correct month. Oh god, can you use your side cam and say ratio for Twitter? Alright, hold on. I feel like I'm going to use it myself if I do that. Ratio. How was that? Hope you're well, Tharies. Much love from Northern Ireland. Much love to you. Don't touch that. You almost fired the photon torpedoes. Yes. Amazing. I will DM the clip to you. Thank you. Clip that. If anyone wants to use it, feel free. Nelson Mandela effect. Christmas is 31st of December. Yeah, wait. Isn't actually Jesus' birthday not the 25th? Technically. But it's just that, like, basically, they made it that. I don't know. I don't know much about the history of religion. Someone's just used the toilet. I don't know how well you could hear that. Basically, through this door is basically my, like, sort of ensuite thing, and then it's into the kitchen. So, fun fact. We're learning about each other here. Glad I hopped on board this stream, otherwise I'd miss that glorious camera angle. I mean, look, I'm putting budget into these videos. Don't think this money goes nowhere. Oh no. You know, I'm a streamer that cares about the people and the quality of the products. You know, I'm a very, very committed man. What do you mean the internet died? It was all fine. I have been quite randomly hit with the existential melancholy of realising Paul McGann deserves so much more. You think Paul McGann deserves so much more? I was thinking about this today. The fact Joe Martin's had so little content is kind of tragic. Like, what do you think the chances are that we will see a return of the Absorbaloff in RTD2? I mean, it's possible. They have the rights. It'd be very funny if they did. I understand how stupid this sounds, but I always imagined you was upstairs. You're right. That was pretty stupid. Sorry, that was mean. I just felt like doing it. It had to be done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lego Channel. Absorbaloff 2 confirmed. Let's go. I'm crying now. I'm sorry, Lego Channel. I'm sorry. I feel like that that camera angle is too powerful. The meme potential. Tenant take Christmas Day 2023. Do you think it'll be Christmas 2023? Do you think I still think there's a chance of this year, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So much Harry's highlight potential in this stream. Yeah, that's true. When it crashed, all the different angles, me saying ratio, you know, there's so many things you could do. I'm crying now, crying with laughter. Good. Joe Martin's situation indices anger in me, not sadness. Yeah. Oh my god, thank you to Cora for the $4.99 super chat. Yeah, I can tell the Americans are on later. Oh yeah, Christmas 2022. I mean, yeah, because we were talking about it earlier, MCTV. I know what you meant. saying Amy Pond. I mean, Amy has said, Karen Gillan specifically has said that she would love. Oh wait, no, is it? Are you just doing it? This is the meme from the other day when I just asked everyone to tweet Amy Pond. Yeah. Karen Gillan specifically though has said that like she would love to do it if Matt Smith and Arthur Darvill wanted to do it too. So I feel like, you know, she's on board, and she'd be a massive get for the anniversary as well. So I feel like they'd be silly not to. Come on. Get her back as well. That would make my Christmas. It's because you're a sim. Listen, I just think Karen Gillan's a great actor, you know? And anyway, Sean, we all know you sim for Jenna Coleman. Don't you deny it. We all know. Anyway, it's 4 p.m. here, lol. Yeah, I think the later night stream I actually kind of dig. I kind of dig it being a bit later. I think I'm going to go for it. Oops, shit, I knocked my microphone. Amy Pond Sim, show yourselves. Reluctantly puts hand up. We don't need to talk about that. You know what? We can sort of we could gloss over it. Karen is a big star now. She is. Any news on the Centenary special trailer yet? Because yes, actually, fun fact. I say fun fact. The second Dan grab wrangle has given Darry so much power. Yeah, I didn't know how much meme potential that had until I've started using it, and now I feel like I'm just gonna use it for everything. Anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the Centenary. So, fun fact, a little bit of a fun fact for you all, a little bit of a little funny little quip for you. Basically, the long and short of it is this. I don't know why I loaded up my own YouTube channel, because that's not what I was looking for. So, historically, when a new episode is coming out, the Doctor YouTube channel will upload all of the episodes from either a previous series or the previous episode to have just aired before releasing a trailer for a new one. There's normally a gap between these things, and, fun fact, they just released on the YouTube channel, which I can't play because I will get demonstrably copyright claimed, the last clip for Legend of the Sea Devils, the beach confession scene with the Doctor and Yaz. So that has led to a lot of speculation of a Centenary special trailer. Now, I'd love to believe that it would be the one this month, but I feel like the best we could possibly hope for is a title and maybe a release date, which, to be honest, I feel like shouldn't be that secret anyway. I'm going to give my thoughts on this right here because I've seen some brief discourse occurring on the old twitter.coms over the last couple of days. Why did you watch all that video? Well, you know... Anyway, so, as you may or may not know, there's been a bit of a discourse going on the Twitter of basically, you know, should there be a trailer, shouldn't there be a trailer? I understand them not wanting to release a trailer now, if I'm honest. I can see them releasing it next month. That's not what I take issue with. I don't get what the need is to keep things like titles and release dates so secret, though. Because at that point, you are just making people less aware of your brand for seemingly no tangible benefit. I don't get that. That reason I never took you for a Thasmin stan. Yeah, well... Oh, is it getting hot in here? You know? Is anyone... Yeah, anyway. No, I watched it all because I just did, alright? Leave me alone. Any rumoured news on the 3 anniversary specials? Not that I've seen. The last thing that I've seen that was major was that leak that I showed. No, the reason was, more than anything, I was just sort of looking through the comments and forgot to pause it. That was actually the reason, but I just thought I'd play up the idea of me being a stab, because it's funny. Wouldn't be surprised if they called it the Centenary of Doctor Who. Yeah, I would not be surprised. It would be quite funny. Research. Yeah, that's it. That's research. Darry's watched it all because he loves How Good Friends 13 and Yaz are. Yeah, I just think, you know, the romance is so well done, you know? It's honestly my favourite love story I've ever seen. Doctor Who's BBC 100th Big Birthday Bash episode. That's what they should call it. I'm campaigning for that. To be fair, that is the best part of the episode. Yeah, I mean, the Thousand stuff, to be fair, as much as I'm not a big, like, you know, fan of the ship, I'll say, like, get it, ship, sea devils. Laugh. Laugh, you pitiful apes. Laugh at my hilarious joke that I just told. Yeah, that's one of my favourite parts of the episode because, like, it's kind of where the best dialogue is, and I kind of like the visual scene of, when they're under the water and there's the sort of underwater fish scene. That's, like, one of the nice looking scenes. Yeah, and I'm not a fan, but, you know, I think they are some of the better scenes of that episode, although I'm really not a Legend of the Sea Devils fan. Don't know whether you knew this, but I'm really not a big fan of those episodes. So that's kind of, even though I'm not a big fan of the Thousand stuff, like, that's, like, the one vaguely decent part of the episode. Centenary of the Doctor, and it's about 100 years since the Doctor worked for UNIT, further messing with the UNIT dating controversy. You know what? I'm down for that. Just to watch the people on TARDIS Wiki go, how do we fit this in? How do we place it? I don't know. Ha ha ha, when do we stop? When you stop making bad jokes? Atomize, I can very easily take away your mod rank, you know. I can very easily take it away. Think about that. The woman who turned into Tennant. Yes. TARDIS Wiki absolutely scrambling. Yeah, they would be. So Shooty's just started filming Sex Ed Season 4, so that would imply that basically the October slots that have been speculated are for the Shooty stuff. So now you're doing threats. In a manner of speaking, but you know, we're all friends here, you know, we don't need to call them threats. Let's just call them polite encouragement that I enforce regularly. Jean-Luc for mod. Right, we're not having electoral campaigns, you know, this isn't what the stream is for, you know, we're talking about Doctor Who, that's what we're here for, it's important. Also, I haven't even asked, but if you could all subscribe if you're new, greatly appreciate it. Let's get to 5 billion subscribers. Jean-Luc for mod. No, I immediately repent my sins. Hilarious. Darius, when can we see the next League video? See, that's more like it. That's the attitude we need. Thing is, I feel like, I don't know, do I trust John? Oh yeah, if we get to 16k before Tuesday, then I'll do the fish fingers and custard eating stream. This isn't a democracy, this is a dictatorship. Yep. When is Darius getting a Big Finish series? I feel like I just gotta give Nick Briggs a call and it should be any day now. Yeah. Should I make Jean-Luc a mod? I feel like you don't want Jean-Luc as a mod. I feel like he'll troll people. I feel like he'll do a little bit of trolling. Everyone pay your taxes and do a super chat. So true. I am actually your taxes. I am the tax. You actually have a tax that you have to pay for watching the content. It's called super... No, you don't. It's a stolen joke. No one hates Doctor Who more than Doctor Who fans. Yeah, it's irritating, but it's true. That's very true. Jean-Luc could have a little troll as a treat, maybe. Are they filming at 60 at the Belton House? No, it was confirmed that was for... What was it? What did I say it was for? Bridgerton was what it was for. Mandatory super chatting, yes. Yes. The tax is subscribing. Yes. He just wants the spanner. Yeah, that's true. Thank you to the Cora for the $1.99 super chat just saying Jean-Luc for mod. You know what? Fine. But only because people donated money, John. And if you one step out of line, you're gone. Out of the regime. This is one of the most fun streams I've done. I don't know why, I'm just kind of appreciating the chaotic energy. Is anyone else liking the stream? If you are, make sure you like the stream and subscribe. Where even is John in the chat? I can't find him. I was going to make him a mod, but I can't actually see him. Money is Darius' one weakness. Jean, put something in the chat so I can add him. Leads for mod. Let it be known Tharies can be bought. Yes, I am, you know, like that one bit in the Tom and Jerry movies where it's like, we've got to have money. That. I can be bought by super chats. It's not even just the money, it's just the cool colours on the screen. Jean-Luc owes that spanner to me and my activism. Yeah, I hope he doesn't forget where he came from. Humble beginnings. Is anything going on Doctor Who Twitter at the moment? I was talking briefly about the whole centenary thing. I love how people are making clips and putting them on Twitter. Yes, please do that. Someone's done one. Quick, can we show it on stream? Oh god. That's me. Look, it's me. I've just realised my camera's kind of obscuring it. But oh well. Hold on. Smallies. Am I right? No, I'm not. I'm very not. Let me just turn on the volume. Let's watch this beautiful clip. I want to get personal with you for a second. I love doing that. It's true. I do love doing that. And you know what? I'm going to retweet the tweet. No audio. Yeah, I fixed it. Don't worry. Please can a rich donate donate £500 so we can have feet cam. Listen, if someone does it, you can have it next stream, but I'm not giving that away for free. Do you know Jenna Coleman has recorded something for Clara Oswald for either Jodie's last ep or the 60th? Not that I've heard. Not that I know of, but if they have, I did see someone say on Twitter that like, what do you call it? I saw someone saying something about the centenary. Was it the centenary the other day? About Davros being in it? Because apparently Julian Bleach had been spotted. I don't know legitimacy of that. It was just someone saying it on Twitter, and I was like, that's not something I've heard. So unless they're hearing something I'm not, that's not something I've heard. So, yeah. Yeah, I heard some rumors about that. But when I say rumors, I said a couple of people are saying it on Twitter, but I've not seen any like actual evidence for it. If we send 1,000, can we have 30? I mean, that's not happening, is it? No one's sending 1,000 for that. Quite frankly, I'd be giving you a refund because, oh, Sean, someone said Clara's mid. Are you gonna allow that? No, actually, don't get rid of Cora because they're nice. IDK where the Clara information came from. I mean, yeah, I've not heard that either, really. Honestly, the thing I've heard mostly about in terms of Doctor Who is more so with regards to the 60th than the centenary. I don't know much about the centenary beyond just what we all know, really. Do you think we'll see Rose Tyler? I mean, in the centenary and the 60th, I mean, I feel like it's more likely the 60th. Jenna Coleman wife. Donna Goat. True, we do love Donna. Darius, you think a Doctor episode animated series with episode per Doctor? That'd be fun. I'd be down for it. Ideally, I think it should have a bit more budget than the existing animations though, but I like Series 7, that's all I have to share. Based! You know what? I'm going to give them a mod. No, I'm not. I can't do that just based on them liking Series 7. But at least you hit the criteria, you know? Basically, if you want to win the way to my heart, there's two ways of doing it. Super chatting or agreeing with every single one of my opinions. That's the choice. It's basically like 1984. How many series do you think RTD were on? That's a good question. I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like even after he stepped down as showrunner, I can't see him leaving the show entirely. I think the show's going to stay with Bad Wolf regardless. But I could see him maybe turning into like a Kevin Feige figure later on, even if like another person takes over the main show. I could definitely see that. Oh yes, The Sandman did come out. I'll have to watch that. That's got Jenna Coleman in it. Maybe that's why people were mentioning Jenna Coleman. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it'll be the Kevin Feige type figure, even when he's not being the showrunner. RTD's the Terrence Dicks of the Royal. Yeah, pretty much. That's actually an interesting question, really. What is each showrunner like in terms of like classic Who equivalents? Obviously, I know that, you know, so I know someone's going to say they didn't have showrunners in the classic series, they had producers. I know, but just for the sake of, you know, argument, you could apply personality traits to the classic guys. And which, like, so I feel like Chibnall's got to be, I don't know, I don't want to be too mean. Moffat's like, Darius is saying, Feig wrong, point and laugh, shut up. Chibnall's absolutely JNT. I mean, yeah, probably. Although, I think he's probably nicer than JNT, because I've heard some bad things about JNT. I feel like Russell's got to be, someone said he's the Terrence Dicks, which he very well might be, but I also kind of see him as a bit of a Philip Hinchcliffe sort of figure, because of how popular the show was under him. Who's Moffat, then? Like, because you could say Graham Williams, but I feel like their vibes aren't really very similar. Maybe Douglas Adams? Do you think she will be the longest running Doctor? You know what? I was thinking about this the other night, and I might even make a separate video about it. I want a Doctor to break the 3 series rule. It can either be more or even less. I just want a Doctor that's not 3 series. I feel like it's getting a bit predictable now that every sort of 3 series the Doctor regenerates into the next one. Like, I want a Capaldi to break the 3 series rule. Yeah. I wish he had, to be honest, because series 10 was when I felt like Moffat got like back on top form and like they'd like really gotten Capaldi down. So I feel like one more series of that would have been phenomenal. But it wasn't to be. Moffat gives me Hinchcliffe vibes. I can definitely see where you'd say that, because it's like he was sort of darker and sort of more complex, I guess, which I guess would more apply to Hinchcliffe. Yeah, I do kind of wish it was a surprise. I do understand why they need to reveal it early, but like, I just like it. I just like a run of a Doctor that wasn't just the same 3 series. Obviously, I know that there's specials and stuff, but that's been the case for the last like, because Tennant, Smith, Capaldi, and Whittaker have all followed the 3 series rule, albeit with a few specials for some of them. Also, I wanted to point this out because, you know, I'm not angry. No, I'm not. But wait, let me just disable my ad blocker, because sites do that. They're getting clever about ad blockers now. They're like, oh, we can sell, you've got one. Turn it off. I'm like, okay, fine. But Screen Rant did a top 10 best YouTube channels for fans, for Doctor Who fans. And I was looking through it, you know. Who Chaser, Harvey Worms, Josh Snares. Anyone else missing? You know? No, I'm joking. I really don't mind. It's quite fun that they've done a list, although I will say it's kind of weird how, like, 2 of the channels they selected, by their own admission, are retired. So I find that a bit of a weird choice, but fun that there's a list for it anyway. You don't deserve it. You know, I can ban you. No, I'm joking. Also, thank you for being an absolute chat, Darius. No worries. My secret source told me that Chris Chibnall will be playing poker in Las Vegas. I respect that, honestly. I've done a couple video essays, actually. I've done a couple. I did one on... One of the retired ones is first. Yeah, that's really odd. I don't know. Obviously, I like the Who addicts, and I love Five Who fans as well. But like, come on, they don't make videos. I'd be like, putting out a list of like, best modern filmmakers on it, and be like Alfred Hitchcock #1. It's like, yeah, I know. It's just funny. It's just funny. Well done to everybody who made it on though. Someone said the only people I watch are Tharies and Review of Death. Good choices, frankly. Why do you say so myself? I've heard rumblings that the Five Who fans might be coming back. I mean, they seem pretty against coming back. I mean, I'd love them to come back. I loved the Five Who fans back in the day. I do think they'd be weird in, like, the post-Chibnall period, because, like, I associate their channel with very, like, the Moffat period of the show. Not saying they couldn't do it, but, like, I do very much associate them with, like, the Moffat era. So it'd be interesting to see them modernize for that, like, sort of new set of people. I definitely think with the advent of the anniversary, we're going to see more Doctor Who YouTube channels pop up. I think it's kind of inevitable. I mean, a lot of Doctor Who YouTube channels popped up with Chibnall, and I was one of those people, because I never talked about Doctor Who before, as in, like this. But the Chibnall era made me want to talk about it, because I was frustrated by it. And yeah, here we are today. But I definitely think there'll be more people like that who'll jump on loving the Russell era and stuff, so that's fun. I mostly watch Darius and Vote Saxon 07. Again, very good selections. Love Vote Saxon. Darius, do you want to be friends? Sure. Yeah. Just don't come to my address, ideally. TLDR, Matt Smith knows how to drive without Google Maps. Darius has a side cam, and sometimes you can hear the toilet flushing. Sums it up pretty well. I miss TARDIS Archives. Yeah, it's weird with TARDIS Archives, because he came back for a bit, and then he didn't. It was very weird. I hope he's okay. He was the first Welsh Doctor Who YouTuber. Without him, I probably wouldn't be here today. He's arguably far superior. But yeah, no one on here has been thinking about that because they're bored and putting off getting a job. Nope, no one. Wait, what do you mean? Talking about what? Welsh tuber, yes. I misread the headline and thought it was Matt Smith is a werewolf. No, yeah. The reference is basically that, Andrew Garfield says, I'm not the werewolf, when referencing him not being in Spider-Man No Way Home, emphasis on quote-unquote not, because he obviously was. And I'm saying, is Matt Smith the werewolf of the 60th anniversary, so to speak. So I hope that clarifies the title for anyone who is confused. Darius does have a TikTok. It's not very good. And I'm not very good at TikTok. Mainly because my dexterity is... I've got the dexterity of a fish. So, it's just not really designed for me. Yeah. I do have a Discord, though. And you're more than welcome to join it. I do need to sort out... We have got a little project going on there called Discord Writes Who, where I get the Discord to write a Doctor Who episode, and we're gonna animate it and stuff. I still want to do that. I just have not done my bit yet, and I'm sorry. People keep reminding me. I just forget because I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible man. Wheelchair gang is the goat. Very true. But yeah, here's the Discord link for anyone who wants it. Doo-doo. I do see it on Mr. TARDIS. Wait, see what? Join late, but if no one else has pointed it out, nice to see the calendar has been updated. I did mention that earlier, yeah. I avoid TikTok. I don't mind it. It's just, I'm much better at, the sort of this that's just more chill. If anything, it's more like a long podcast Or like even when I do videos, it's just sort of me talking to a camera rather than me doing a silly dance or like a skit. I'm always on Do Not Disturb on Discord just in the event that like you know, like I don't want like a bunch of people going, oh my god, like at me and stuff. But yeah, I am active often. It's just that I keep it on Do Not Disturb. There is no Billy Pie parody of the Modern Companion in the 60s. Yeah, I don't think there is. Yeah, I saw some speculation, but I've not heard anything like that. Theory's Discord is very, very active and very, very well managed, definitely. Aren't you a mod in there, Atomize? I feel like you're just, at this point, just having a go at yourself, really. Which, fair enough. I think some people might have just joined. New people joining? I think they are. There we are. We got some new people. Everyone start chatting. Make friends. I feel like with this side cam, I could do some like aspirational messages. Like, hold on. Ready for this? Hey kids, don't do drugs. Oh, I'm self-aware of my contribution to that. True.